Hi there, Angela here, and in today's video I'm going to talk to you about how to deal with a toxic work environment. So, Deidre, going to work every day, are you feeling constantly stressed, unappreciated, or undermined by your colleagues or your boss? So a toxic work environment isn't just unpleasant, it can seriously affect your mental health and your physical health too. So understanding how to navigate and cope with this environment is crucial for your well-being and also your career path too. So a lot of people don't realise how much this can have an impact on your life, and it can also lead to burnout, anxiety, and even sort of physical health issues as well. The importance of recognising the signs of toxicity and taking proactive steps to protect yourself too. So ignoring the signs of a toxic workplace can lead to long-term health problems as well. Decreased job performance and a significant drop in overall life satisfaction. So you think you spend a lot of your time at work every day, then obviously it's going to sort of come back into your home life as well, and you're going to struggle there, and it's going to kind of impact your whole life. So without addressing these issues, you might just find yourself stuck in a cycle of stress. It can impact the way that you perform at work and how you perform at home with your family, including sort of the relationship you have with your children. Here are some strategies that I felt that can help with dealing with stress at work and the toxic working environment. Is all recognising the toxic work environment as well. So it's a constant state of negativity, a lack of support, high staff turnover in those roles as well can mean that, there's difficulties there, and there are like a lot of gossiping or bullying as well. A lot of times you might not even recognise that when you start off. So me, I was a contractor, so I'd only spend short amounts of time in a work environment, so you could spot these types of environments a mile off, whether or not they were going to be toxic. Now, sure, if you're watching this video, you may already be there anyway. Recognising the types of environment. And then also the ability to be able to set boundaries. Now, depending on what your work environment is like, establishing clear boundaries to protect your personal and mental health. So this can be making sure that you do not overstep the lines of working outside your working hours, and ensuring that you have clear set times that you're not working. So say from, 5:30, depending on your job role, you are able to switch off from that. And I'm talking about mainly corporate because that's where my experience lies, is really not being available to people and making that very clear that you're not available at certain times of the day, and that it might mean just that you specifically take an hour for your lunch every day, that you specifically finish at 5:30 and you're not available then. That is, and you set that from the start and everybody knows that, and the lines are very, very clear. So when the lines get blurred, so establishing clear boundaries there, learning when to say no and avoid overcommitting. I've done this so many times. You end up basically saying that you can do things that are going to put your mental health at risk at the end of the day, and overcommitting yourself to tasks that either other people should be doing or that you should not be doing yourself, and you can hand them over and delegate. So that kind of thing as well. And reaching out to trusted colleagues if you can, because some work environments you can't, and that's the whole reason why it's toxic. And mentors or people that can help you for support, and sharing your experiences as well, and can provide relief, but without the gossip side of things. So if you've got a trusted colleague that you can chat to about the environment and some feedback from, and that you know that they're not going to go and speak to anyone else, and that you can relate to them and you can talk about it with them, and you can get some sort of valuable insights from these people as well. So if you've got friends at work that you can talk to, that is amazing. And if you are experiencing, and you're a permanent employee and experiencing these kind of toxic behaviours, it's really important to keep detailed records of toxic behaviour or instances that you have within your work environment. So this can be crucial if you need to report issues to HR or to seek legal advice as well. Also, remember, HR is there for the company, not for you. So as much as you want to go and speak to HR, they're not there to protect you. They're there to protect the company. If you're in that much of a toxic work environment, then make sure you seek external legal advice. Focus on self-care. Prioritise self-care activities outside of work to manage your stress. These can be sports activities, hobbies and relaxation techniques, meditation, things like that, to help maintain your mental and physical health. And explore your options. There's not just one place to work. There's a lot of scare tactics out there that people use that you know, the job market isn't great at the moment. It might not be perfect, but when have you ever heard anyone say, oh yeah, the job market's amazing, go and look for another job? There's a lot of scare tactics out there. At the end of the day, if it's causing you to be ill, get out. There will always be another job. Consider what your long-term career goals are. Is this where you really want to be? Are you experiencing the toxic work environment because the environment isn't actually for you? You're not supposed to be there. You don't really want to be there. And is that the reason why you're feeling like this? Not the fact that the environment is toxic. It might not just be that you aren't supposed to be there. You don't want to be there, but you just not actually got to that point. So just consider what your actual long-term goals are, and whether that environment that you're in currently even aligns with that. And don't be afraid to look for new opportunities and places that you'll be valued and respected. And this goes out to contractors as well. So there's lots of opportunities out there. Don't feel boxed into a specific role. There's plenty of other roles that you can be doing. So don't get into that fixed mindset trap. If things are that bad, get out, find somewhere else. So dealing with the toxic work environment requires recognizing that you're in a toxic environment in the first place. You could be ill all the time. Is that due to your toxic work environment? Should you even be there? So setting boundaries, seeking support, documenting incidents, and focusing on self-care and yourself. Work is not everything, okay? You need to look at the whole thing and find out whether or not that work environment is actually toxic, or whether you could just be getting out and finding somewhere that suits your personality better or suits you better as well, and working on yourself. And then you'll find out whether or not you should be in that working environment and whether or not you need to sort of find a new workplace. So, you know, you deserve to work in a supportive and respectful environment. And if that's not for you anymore, if that company's not for you, then that's when you need to move on. And don't be afraid to do it, okay? And seek support if that's what you need. If you need to get external help to look for a new role, or to get out of a toxic environment, to even understand if you're in a toxic environment, don't be afraid to ask. Let me know if this video has been really helpful to you, and reach out to me if you have any further questions. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it.